Yeah, listen, Nigeria. For all of you in Nigeria who don't know the real history, how all everything is going down in Nigeria till date, open your ears because I have the whole story full to give to you. If we come to Nigeria, there is no patriotic Nigeria more than the Igbos. The Igbos are the only people in Nigeria today that unifies Nigeria. The Igbos are the only one that goes around Nigeria, do their business, invest there, and do whatever, intermarriage with them. Only the Igbos. Okay. This is how the story started. For all those Fulanis who are saying that they will never forgive the Igbos. No problem. But I will break this as better as I can break it down so that all of us will learn from history. Okay. The year was 1966 when suddenly the Northerners who were maybe Ahmadu Bello was a Muslim cleric. I don't know how to put it. I want to be as gentle I can so that I will not hurt anybody's feelings. So, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was the prime minister and the ceremonial president was Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Azikiwe. So what happened? Ahmadu Bello was trying to do a coup to make sure that Nigeria is Fulanized. This was the coup trying to go on under. Before our gallant military men say no, they will not live and see these people destroy the works of their forefathers. That is why the coup took place and the leader was Nzogu Chukwuma Aguiyi-Ironsi. Nzogu Chukwuma, sorry. So Nzogu Chukwuma was the leader of this coup. Doesn't mean that the coup belongs to him. No, it was not an Igbo coup. The coup was basically a Nigerian coup to make sure that they keep Nigeria together. And Ahmadu Bello was an insider trying to divide Nigeria to make Nigeria a Fulanized country. So what happened? These young men went around and they unalive many of these people who are the people who are trying to make Nigeria, turn Nigeria to something else. This was not done by the Igbos. This was not done by the concept of the Igbos. This was done by the Nigerian military, of which that the leader happens to be our brother from Delta State. So what I don't understand now is this. Why will something that happened since 1966 still be something that is creating deepening wounds all the time? After this issue happened that they unalive many people, they unalive, actually many of them were unalive. There were about 19 of them, the leaders unalive. Even there was an Igbo man unalive during this coup, of which he is the one that had the key to the Amoret, how do they call them? He was unalive. Igbos were unalive too, by these same gallant men. So we don't understand how happened Nnamdi Azikiwe was out of the country. We don't know that. We don't know. We cannot answer. So suddenly, they started unaliving the Igbos in the north because of this. And even before then, since 1937, whenever we have uprising in the northern part of Nigeria, Igbos have been unalive. 1945, there was uprising still in the north. Still Igbos were unalive. 1963, the same thing. Igbos were easy. Unaliving Igbos is just like a game, of which is a game of joy. This same Fulani we are discussing about now, in 1962, the same Fulanis went into a town in Yoruba land and they unalived many people, of which they have been doing the same thing in all parts of Nigeria till today. Till today, only the Fulanis have automatically power to have AK-47. And they are the only people who have power to take any land they want in any part of Nigeria. They call it Druga. So we don't know why this thing happened. And after this uprising, the last one, with after the case of the coup leaders that they unalived the Amadou Bello and the other Tafala Belowa and all these people, on uprising started in the north, and they started buying the innocent Igbo people. Before Ojukwu said enough is enough, because Ojukwu was the governor of the eastern part of Nigeria. He said enough is enough. No, I will take my people to go to a safe place that I will call home. That is all about it. Before the Abura Accord came in. The Abura Accord came in, and they went to Abura, and they agreed that Nigeria will be restructured and everybody will take charge of his area, and the center will be given what the center owns. And that same agreement that they agreed, Gowon is the one that break it. Because he came back, agreement he had with Ojukwu was to come back and tell the Nigerians what they agreed on. But he failed to do so. So when he failed to do so, Ojukwu didn't wait to know what they, because Ojukwu don't believe in worshiping the Fulanis and the Hausas. So Ojukwu now took the bull by the horn and announced that since they don't want to go to restructure that they agreed on, that the Igbos are going, we are going home. We are going to have a place called home, that if uprising happens, we know that we have a place called home. That is when they brought war upon us. And the first shot was shot by the Nigerians in Calabar. The war lasted for 3 years. And after the war, the Nigerians were not still enough, killing 3 million of Igbos. Still, they came to the Igbo land called Asaba, and they massacred many of our men, because they said that Amadou Bello was unalived by the Igbo. Now, this is where I come to ask my question. How did the Igbos unalive Amadou Bello? Did we know of the coup? Did we know anything about these things? How can the military cause something and you blame the innocent civilians? How is it that every uprising that happens in Nigeria, the citizens of the Igbo citizens are always to be blamed? You know, what we love about everything going on is that before we used to tell the Hausas that they should open their eyes, but the Hausas were not listening. But now it's getting to everybody. Now the Hausas are working on the ground, like we know. We are working on the ground now. Hausas are working on the ground. Those, come here, let me advise you. Yahaba is one of the problems you guys will have. He is doing this cat and rat chase, that he doesn't want any sultan to be in Edo State. He doesn't want any Fulani leader to be in Edo State. But you guys, you know that in your bushes, they are living there. You know that there are rugas, illegally rugas in your bushes. Fulanis never give up. They never give up. Fulanis never give up, Edo people. Watch your Oba. Watch your Oba very carefully. Watch him. Any king that you don't know how much is his income, you don't know the impact he's playing on you, and still you are supporting him, Oba Odokwe. Watch your Oba. Now people they have realized that some Fulanis are living in the forest illegally, a forest that doesn't belong to them. When you start to understand the impunities of the Fulanis, that's when you open your eyes. That's when you understand that it's high time that we must divide Nigeria. It's either you restructure Nigeria or you divide Nigeria, so that a peaceful governance will move on. That's what we are saying. We don't care about anybody. We just want we want to have a peaceful place where our children will live like human, because we didn't live like human. Every day, people are dying in Mediterranean Mediterranean Sea, trying to cross to come to ocean, trying to cross to come to Europe. To come and do what? Europe that survive on us. Europe that without us, they are finished. Well, I don't have anything to say again, but I am blaming only these my brothers that don't want to wake up, that still believe that Nigeria is one. Thank you.